Good afternoon. I'm here with Chris Hammersley, who's a church leader at Grace Church, Hilton. And Chris is one of the church leaders who has backed the Home for Christmas project. And I just wanted to talk to him about how he thought that might be a blessing to his church and to his community this Christmas. Chris, just briefly, share what grabbed your attention about this. Why did you think this would be something you'd like to get involved with?
Well, I guess it grabbed my attention because I've been watching your kind of sing-along videos over lockdown. That's been a huge blessing to my family, and we've used some of your where you've recorded some hymns and things. We've used a bit of that, and so when we saw this, it came at exactly the right time because we're just starting to kind of work out how on earth are we going to do Christmas and things. We're quite a small church. We've got a couple of musicians, so we're normally very simple. But for a special occasion, we like to make a little bit more effort. And for Christmas, we would usually ask for the help from some of our local. We've got some really supportive local churches, and they would send groups over. So kind of we'd normally have a very public carol service, and then a kind of a more church family Christmas service, and we'd get a group from a local church to come and play music for us. It just gives it a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more significance. It makes it the special celebration that it is. So obviously we're not going to be able to do that this year, and we're not even sure. We're probably not going to be meeting in person. And yeah, so it was, how do we make it a little bit more special than usual? And we were literally just talking about that kind of in an elders meeting. And then the next day I saw your post on Facebook that was talking about this. So it just fitted exactly, it's going to be, well, hopefully, what you've promised is for it to be, a really well-produced presentation of some great Christmas songs and in some new stuff as well. Exactly what we'd be looking for to put into our public carol service and our church family times too.
That sounds excellent. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are meeting at the minute, and what does kind of singing look like in your church currently?
So we've been on Zoom call, much like this. We're quite a small church, so we do all fit onto one Zoom call and are able to kind of chat to each other like that. We did meet briefly in person once we were allowed to do so, but then as the restrictions tightened again, we actually just felt we could relate more to one another. When we were meeting in person, we weren't able to sing, so we were either watching one person singing, or we did try and use some videos of that kind of thing as well. But now we're all back online, and so we would normally have kind of one of us with a guitar leading the songs each week, and then each family group in their own home singing along, encouraging people to. It's been a bit of a challenge. Some haven't felt that comfortable singing at home in their living room in front of their family, but I think actually by now most families are, and are really enjoying it to an extent that they missed being able to sing when we were able to meet back physically without singing.
It's one of the great advantages, isn't it, of currently being able to be at home whilst being able to sing your hearts out, whereas those who are in the church buildings have to stay silent. And that's definitely one of the challenges at the minute. Well,
we found it a little bit of there's various YouTube videos and resources and that kind of thing that we can use, but they're often I don't know whether they're often very overproduced. They're not it's not a church meeting presentation. And so it kind of feels like you're singing along to a record or to a pop song, which doesn't quite fit with, certainly we're quite a small group. We're not used to that kind of production level.
That's really, I think that's really encouraging to hear, because at points we were kind of scratching together trying to work out how can we get some songs out here. They're definitely not super well produced. Most of it's going to be mixed and stuff by me in house. And actually the Home for Christmas project similarly is going to be well produced by the guys who are doing it, absolutely, but it's going to be honest Christmas carols, which hopefully will be able to be something which serves local churches like yourselves this Christmas, which is just going to be such a different experience for everyone. And so we'll pray for you guys, and we'll pray for the evangelistic potential of Christmas carol services, whether that be on Zoom, in person, or some kind of hybrid this Christmas. Chris, thank you so much.
such a huge thing. You know, for many people, it's the one time they'll engage with a gospel presentation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, you know, for that reason, and others, we've got to take it really seriously, and yeah, it's just going to take so much more thought this year, isn't it? And so seeing this has kind of lifted a little bit of thought from us. That's been great.
Well, we'll be praying for you guys this Christmas and pray that the project is a blessing to you. And thank you so much for sharing that with us this afternoon. It's great to chat to you. God bless.
Thanks.